Ever heard of the $1 billion Swiss art scam? Or the $100 million super yachts and $100,000 a night mansions? Get ready, because I'm about to take you inside the secretive party world of Monaco's billionaires, where only insiders know. The allure of Monaco, a billionaire's paradise, where there is no winter, no limit to luxury. From supercars to parties with absolute security, every corner is reserved for the super rich. But few people know that in the 19th century, Monaco was on the brink of bankruptcy. In 1863, the Monte Carlo Casino was born as a gamble of survival, a lavish palace that attracted the European elite. The huge revenues allowed Prince Charles III to abolish income tax, making Monaco a tax haven and attracting a wave of millionaires. By the early 20th century, Monaco was not only rich but also glamorous. In 1956, star Grace Kelly married Prince Rainier III, shining Hollywood lights on Monaco's royal family and cementing its status as the dream capital of the world's super rich. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to explore the rest of this video with me. In Monaco, residents keep almost all of their income. No personal income tax, no corporate tax, unless the income comes from abroad, just 20% VAT. However, the price to pay is extremely expensive real estate. A small apartment can cost more than a villa elsewhere, because there is no room to expand. It is this tax haven that has made Monaco the most exclusive city on the planet. But not just because of its financial policies, but because it is home to the most powerful billionaires, who have turned the entire country into their own playground. The richest and most powerful residents. Among them is SP Hinduja Shanu, a woman worth $19.5 billion, running a family bank in Switzerland and holding huge investment power. She lives among the super rich, along with names like James Ratcliffe, a billionaire of $16.4 billion. James Ratcliffe, a chemical billionaire with a fortune in plastics and fuels company Ineos, lives in one of Monaco's most expensive properties. He has not only invested in industry but also bought a football club in France and is often seen at private parties, which are only for the super rich. Next up is Stefano Pessina, worth $11.8 billion, who is behind the world's largest pharmaceutical empire, Walgreens Boots Alliance. He enjoys the full high life, maximum security, luxury services, and attending events that only billionaires have access to. Meet Eyal Ofer, owner of one of the world's largest shipping companies, who lives among his fellow rich in Monaco. His yachts are a regular attraction at the Monaco Yacht Show, where billionaires compete with their vessels worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Meet Dmitry Rybolovlev, worth $6.8 billion, who made his fortune in the fertilizer business and is now the owner of AS Monaco. He once bought Donald Trump's mansion and demolished it, demonstrating his wealth to the point where he can spend money on art, real estate, and business without hesitation. Next, the $15 billion David and Reuben brothers became rich through real estate and technology, owning a series of buildings in London and New York. They moved to Monaco to avoid taxes, lived among billionaires, and invested in private clubs and luxury businesses, increasing their wealth. Meet Tatiana Casiraghi, worth $2 billion, the granddaughter of a beer tycoon and married to Prince Andrea Casiraghi. She combines royal blood with a business empire, investing in luxury fashion and regularly appearing at high-profile events reserved for the elite. Did you know that Eric Whittock, worth $7.6 billion, started out in the sugar industry and expanded into an investment empire? He lives in Monaco, where his wealth allows him to enjoy a private, powerful life, while his fortune continues to grow through strategic investments. Enter David Namad, worth $2.33 billion, the world's leading art dealer with a collection of Picassos and Monets worth hundreds of millions of dollars. His mansion in Monaco is like a secret museum, and he regularly attends high-end auctions where only the super-rich can buy and sell. But what makes Monaco special is not just the wealth, but the secret billionaire parties, places that ordinary people never know about. Taking place in villas, yachts, and private clubs with maximum security, these events create an exclusive experience that even the super-rich compete to be invited to. There are places the average person never goes, like Villa Leopolda on the French Riviera, once the estate of King Leopold II. It has hosted legendary parties, including a two-night 1,988 bash, where guests received custom-made gifts just for attending. Superyachts are a symbol of ultimate privacy for billionaires, especially during the F1 season in Monaco. Parties feature Michelin chefs, international singers, and fireworks. No photography allowed. What happens on board stays on board. Places like Amber Lounge don't charge an entrance fee. Money isn't enough. Guests have to be invited directly by the host. What sets these parties apart is the guest list. Celebrities, tycoons, royalty, and politicians, millionaires can be turned away. Privacy is paramount. Guests must sign non-disclosure agreements, refrain from taking photos, and even hand over their phones. Even the invitations are masterpieces, written on silk, engraved in gold, or placed in a custom boxto, make the point that this is no ordinary party, but a secret world designed for the super-rich. Some hosts hire artists to paint murals on the wall or sculpt ice that melts the next morning. Others even pour real sand into their mansions to recreate the desert. Entertainment is just as wild. Grammy-winning singers perform in private, fire dancers, magicians, and even exotic animals are featured at million-dollar parties. The food is more than just food. Truffles cost more than a car. Chefs from luxury restaurants are invited to serve private meals. Cocktails are made from rare ingredients. Champagne flows freely. Some parties are so famous that they are whispered among billionaires as legendary, where money can do the unthinkable. In 1988, the Safra couple hosted a two-night party at Villa Leopolda, with thousands of tulips flown in from Holland. Women were given hand-painted enamel boxes to bring to the estate. Musician Sergio Mendes flew in from California to perform. A pianist from England played a private performance, and Michelin-starred chef Roger Verger prepared a lavish menu. The event became legendary for its out-of-the-ordinary flamboyance. John Fairchild once called the Monaco Grand Prix yacht parties the ultimate in discreet consumption. For billionaires, the Formula One race is just a sideshow. The real focus is on the private parties on $100 million-plus super yachts, where royalty, tycoons, and celebrities gather amid tight security and secrecy contracts. Guests enjoy rare champagne, top chef's dishes, and live music from music icons. Expensive yachts offer better views than the main stands. Clubs like the Amber Lounge host private after-party parties where celebrities, racers, and billionaires seal big deals over drinks. Giles McKay, a real estate tycoon, is known for his elaborate themed Halloween parties. His London mansion once hosted a Nostradamus-inspired apocalypse party with spectacular stage effects. The noise was so bad that he was sued and fined $9,000. He later moved to Monaco, where he had the freedom to throw more lavish parties. In Monaco, Giles's parties remain private but are rumored to be equally lavish. Despite their seemingly lavish exteriors, the truth is that every party comes at a price, and the cost of impressing someone who has it all can make even a millionaire dizzy. Here, luxury is more than a habit. Monaco's luxury economy is fueled by some of the most expensive events on the planet. Venues are key, from legendary villas like La Leopolda to F1 yachts that can cost more than $1 million a week. These yachts come complete with helipads, infinity pools, and Michelin-starred chefs. The music is no less lavish, with stars such as Beyoncé, Drake, and Elton John having performed here. Fireworks, lasers, and performance art are staged like royal festivities. Some even hire Cirque du Soleil performers to entertain guests. Truffle-top dishes, cocktails made from rare ingredients, and wines worth hundreds of thousands of dollars are standard. As for security, the billionaires hire former Special Forces guards, require guests to hand over their phones, and use state-of-the-art surveillance systems to ensure absolute privacy. Image security is a top priority. There is no room for leaks. Behind the glitz lies a huge money-making network. Hotels, yachts, event rentals all benefit. The F1 race and Monaco yacht show bring in millions of dollars in just a few days for local businesses. A night in a five-star hotel can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Luxury is not just a habit, it's an industry. Luxury events in Monaco are not only a place to spend money, but also an underground market for the super rich. Luxury brands, jewelry, watches, and designer fashion are bought and sold right at the parties. Million-dollar yachts are even finalized here. Luxury event organizers earn millions of dollars thanks to meticulous planning down to the last detail. Each party is a boon for a range of services. From high-end caterers, florists, security companies to private jet companies, all see their revenues soar. Monaco's economy benefits significantly, from tourism to real estate to luxury taxes. These lavish events are a vital driving force for a range of businesses in this tiny country. But it's the silence that keeps these parties alive. In the world of billionaires, privacy is the ultimate asset. Even if you're on the invite list, you're bound by strict rules. Non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, are mandatory and unbreakable. Violating an NDA can result in multi-million-dollar lawsuits. Everyone from chefs to security guards to celebrities is forced to keep secrets. Phones are confiscated or locked in secure bags. No one is allowed to take photos or videos. Private security teams keep watch, making sure no one crosses the line. This is no longer a party, it's a silent ritual of power and wealth. Security at billionaire parties is extremely tight. Many of the guards are former special forces, trained to handle threats and stop intruders. Some venues even use facial recognition and comprehensive surveillance cameras. But when secrets leak, the consequences are dire. Many people have lost their careers because of a careless photo or word. In 2014, celebrities' private photos were hacked and leaked from cloud accounts, shaking up Hollywood. After that, security at events became tighter. Phones were banned, North Dakota, as were required. But some secrets still leaked through employee lawsuits, and once they were made public, the media impact was even more widespread. The Streisand effect demonstrates that the more you try to hide, the more curious the public becomes. The singer sued to have photos of her home removed from the internet, but the lawsuit caused the photos to go viral. Similarly, secret parties that are exposed become media fodder, demonstrating the lengths to which the wealthy go to protect their privacy. Behind the glamour of Monaco lies the dark side of power, corruption, fraud, and secret dealings. Some scandals are too big to be swept under the rug. For example, Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev accused art dealer Yves Bouvier of defrauding him of nearly $1 billion. The case shook the world of luxury art. Rybolovlev discovered that Yves Bouvier had inflated the prices of his artworks to pocket the difference, prompting him to sue. The case rocked the art world and dragged Monaco's judicial system into the fray. Leaked text messages revealed that Rybolovlev had used money to exert influence, forcing several officials to resign. In Monaco, billionaires seemed to play by their own rules. Even Prince Albert II was not immune to scandal. He was sued for fathering children with women in several countries. Although some of the claims were dismissed, he admitted to having 2 children before marriage. The lawsuits exposed the backstage of the royal family, showing that despite the palace's efforts to keep things secret, the truth is slowly coming out. What do you think really happens behind closed doors at billionaire parties in Monaco? Is it luxury, power, or are there secrets that no one dares to reveal? Leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue exploring the world that only the 1% can enter.